Your electricity bill is going up because of AI, and one household in Virginia just found out how fast. In Manassas, Virginia, one household has paid to power the same home for nearly 40 years. Nothing inside it changed. No new appliance, no extra heat, no new rooms, no new habits, nothing at all. And yet the number on the page nearly tripled, as if his house had quietly doubled in size overnight. Something did move onto his power grid. Something enormous. Something that never sleeps and never leaves. They just became some of the first people in America to pay for artificial intelligence without ever using it. His bill is not a glitch or a mistake. It is the first tremor of something far larger arriving. To see it, start with one fact that quietly reorders everything. A single AI request is not a search. One heavy AI task can burn up to 1,000 times the electricity of one ordinary web search. A single large data center can drink as much power as an entire mid-sized American city. Unlike a city, though, it demands all of that power the very instant it first switches fully on. Inside the industry, they no longer argue about land or permits. They now chase one thing: speed to power. Whoever can plug in first wins the race, and the grid was never designed for customers shaped like this. In 2025 alone, utilities received formal requests to connect over 700 gigawatts of brand new demand. For scale, the entire United States consumed only about 477 gigawatts across all of 2023. So the demand now knocking at the grid is larger than everything the whole country already draws combined. Here is exactly where the money begins to move, and where it quietly begins to move toward you. Every year, the grid operators hold a giant auction to guarantee enough power will actually exist tomorrow. Think of it as the price of keeping the lights promised, and everyone on the grid helps pay it. That price is set for a region covering 65 million customers across 13 states and Washington. For years, one recent cycle cleared at just $28.92 per megawatt day. The very next year, that same auction cleared at $269.92. That is not a typo. It is nearly a tenfold jump in 1 year, spread across 13 states. Operators blamed tighter supply and surging new demand, and independent analysts pointed straight at data centers. That auction cost does not simply vanish. It flows down through the utilities and lands on your bill. Across the whole country, residential electricity prices have already climbed about 42% since 2020. One federal analysis found that household rates rose more than 7% in a single 12-month stretch. This past summer, the average home cooling bill was projected to climb another 10% on top. Coming into the year, 1 in 6 American households were already falling behind on their power bills. By year-end, Americans could owe a combined $25 billion in unpaid electricity alone. This is the affordability crisis the headlines rarely connect to the servers humming out in the desert. By now, one number has probably reached you: that homes near data centers pay 267% more. A United States senator said it publicly, and it detonated across every feed and headline. It sounds like the smoking gun. It is not. That figure is real, but it is not your monthly bill. It measures wholesale power, the raw cost before delivery, taxes, and fees, only a part of what you pay. Supply is just 30 to 50% of a household bill, so the scary number is not the whole story. And one careful study of the neighborhoods right beside data centers found household bills had barely moved at all. So the truth hides in the gap. The wholesale engine is on fire, while the meter in your home lags behind. The costs are real and rising fast, and the only question left is how long until they fully reach you. So follow the money all the way to both ends and ask who gains while who quietly carries the risk. Utilities are now planning around $1.5 trillion in new grid and power spending. Those costs are recovered from everyone on the grid, spread across decades of future monthly bills. Some of that spending serves the data centers first, while the bill for it reaches every roof in the region. Regulators are only beginning to ask whether households are quietly subsidizing the largest companies on Earth. In several states, the answer already looks like yes, in the fine print of rate cases and settlements. Meanwhile, data center construction has doubled, and the machines keep arriving faster than the power plants. Communities are pushing back now, packing hearings, questioning deals, demanding to see who truly pays. 7 of the largest data center regions have now seen electricity costs rise faster than the national average. Some utilities have started pausing new data center connections entirely because the grid simply cannot keep up. Ohio drew a line and made the data centers themselves guarantee payment for the power they request. Other states are weighing the same move, while the industry warns it could slow the race for AI. Microsoft pledged to cover its own power costs, and Anthropic promised to absorb its related grid expenses. Executives signed a ratepayer protection pledge at the White House, agreeing on paper to protect your bill. But pledges are not laws, and the fine print will decide what any of those promises are worth. So, return to the man in Manassas, still holding a bill he never voted for and never agreed to. Every month, silently, a small piece of the AI revolution is being added to ordinary household ledgers. By one estimate, data centers have already shifted $23 billion onto the public, onto ordinary bills. And the build-out has barely started, with the biggest construction wave still years from switching on. Part bill. The machines built to think for us still have to be fed, and something has to pay the power bill. So when your next bill arrives, ask how much of it is truly yours and how much belongs to them.